Hey guys, so I just wanted to share a quick testimony with you, something amazing that happened to me yesterday. So recently, I've actually been just really trying to get in my devotionals and praying for guidance and direction and discernment. And I've really been just praying for keen discernment, especially as I've said before, just the times that we're in, it's crucial. So I've been praying for God to just open up my spirit to be able to hear every detail from Him. Um, so yesterday, the kids and I were getting on the train to go home. I was just picking them up from school, and we were kind of rushing because I was already late picking them up. Anyways, we were rushing to this train I thought was our train, but it was actually a train that gets most of the way to our house, but kind of splits off and goes the opposite direction. Anyway, something in my spirit just kind of told me, just get on the train. I was thinking like it'll get to a certain point, and then we could transfer. Also because I'm cold, so let's get on the train or whatever, and we can trade off at the end of the line. Anyways, we get on the train, and so there's this lady that's kind of like engaging with Imani, talking to her or whatever, and there's a guy sitting next to her, kind of like in the corner. So, anyways, I kind of noticed during the conversation between, her being the lady by him, being preoccupied by Imani, just kind of like looking around the train. I was kind of like noticing he kept looking up at me, but like when he was looking up, it was kind of like uneasy, like not uneasy in a negative way, but just like unsettled, that kind of like pacing feeling, like you just can't sit still. Anyways, I didn't really think anything of it because, of course, in my mind, it's Chicago. You see people all the time, just not really think of anything. Long story short, he's about to get off the train. He gets up, walks over to me, and goes, like, God told me to give this to you. He hands me a wad of money. So I'm sitting there, of course, in shock, like, what? Like, what's going on? And he's like, just trust me. He was like, I have been sitting here just watching your kids and how obedient they've been. And just, you could tell they're such good kids. Like, they have such a spirit on them. And he was like, also, God was sitting there speaking to me and told me to give this to you. And you know what it's about? It's about obedience. If I could tell you how much I just almost fell to my knees in tears, like I was speechless, and he was just like, just trust me, just take it. He's like, it's not a lot, just take it. And I was laughing at Imani because, of course, kids, she snatches the money from the man, and I'm just like cracking up like in my spirit. Anyways, so he gets off the train, and I'm just sitting there, and all I could think of, how crazy and amazing is that? For me, it wasn't even about the money. It had nothing to do with money. Ultimately, what I felt like God was just saying is, even in the times that things don't make sense, or I'm telling you to do something, just listen. I got you. And if you go this route, you will be blessed. You will be blessed abundantly. I mean, it was a blessing, of course. I mean, it's money, whatever. But for me, it was just like, it was about that obedience and him showing me just being so in tune with the minor things. It leads to the major things. It leads to the abundant favor and, blessings and different things. So I was just like, how crazy is that we were late, we weren't even supposed to be on that train. I didn't even want to go on that train because it technically wasn't even our train. But something, that spirit just told me to get on the train. I had no idea why. And that's usually how it is. We're walking, we're like, God, I don't know where you're taking me, but just listen. So I just wanted to share that with you, share that testimony. It was a blessing to me. And thank you to that stranger that was listening to God. I was so blessed by it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed evening, and love you guys.